Morning, Year 8. Today we are going to do some practical work. Now, in this topic on ecology, in the last lesson you will have learnt about biodiversity, you will have learnt about ecosystems, you will have learnt about gene banks. Now, this morning what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at some of the things that ecologists do to monitor those things. One of the things that they do is to monitor populations of different animals. And what we are going to do is we are going to simulate a population of wolves. Now, to do this, you are going to need the following items. We're going to need those worksheets I've attached to this post. You're going to need something to write with. You're going to need something to represent wolves. That could be beans, it could be anything. I'm using some little bits of pasta. You're also going to need some dice. Because I'm a little bit nerdy, here's my dice. I've made a little electronic dice that I am going to be using. So, go away, get those items, and then I'll show you how you can do this bit of practical work. Okay, so here's all my bits and pieces ready to go. Let's set the scene. It is 20 years in the future. You and your colleagues have just discovered a pack of grey wolves, wolves that were believed to be extinct. In the late 1990s, grey wolves were on the endangered species list. Great efforts were made to protect grey wolves. They were moved to areas where they were protected, and hunters who shot wolves were heavily fined. Ranchers were compensated for livestock that wolves killed. As the grey wolf population grew, the wolves were removed from the endangered species list. Biologists continue to monitor the populations by tracking some wolves with radio transmitter collars. However, without the protection of the Endangered Species Act, the wolves faced too many challenges and died out. Or did they? Your team has just spotted a pack of grey wolves. Back at camp, you develop a model of this wolf pack's population and use it to determine what must be done to make sure this pack survives. Now, all the instructions for this simulation are listed here. When you play the game, you're actually going to play this game twice. You're going to play it the first time, assuming that humans have interfered with the population of wolves in some way. You're then going to play this game again, but this time assuming that humans have not interfered with the population at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of play through a few rounds with human interference first, just to sort of show you how the game works. So you're going to need a copy of the record keeping table. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you don't have access to a printer, what I suggest you do is you perhaps keep this open on your screen and just make a note of it on a bit of paper. That's fine. So here's my record keeping table. Okay, I'm going to be playing it with human interference first. I'm just going to fold that so I've got a bit more room on my desk. I'm going to need that. So, if we read through the instructions, it says, place 8 beans on the table. So I'm not using beans, I'm using pasta. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 of these beans represent adult wolves, the other 6 represent a litter of pups. Roll the dice to represent a passage of 6 months. Count the dice and read what happens to your pack on the game 1 table. That's that one there. Fill in the record keeping table and adjust the number of beans accordingly. So let's roll the dice. My first number is 5. I'm going to roll it again. And a 3, so I've got a 5 and a 3. So let's have a little look. It was an 8, so 3 and a 5. Food shortage occurs. Okay, so first 6 months, I'm going to fill in food shortage. Effect on the pack. Follow step 6. But we'll come to that in a minute. So not at the moment, no effect on the pack. Right, so that was the first 6 months. I'm going to roll the dice again to represent the second 6 months. This time I get a 3, and I get a 2. So a 3 and a 2, so that's a 5, so I rolled 5. Oh no, hunter kills 2 wolves. So second 6 months, what happens? Hunter kills 2. Effect on the pack, -2. Let's kill 2 wolves. There they go. Pack subtotal, 2, 4, 6. Now you'll notice that here it says subtract matured pups. Now what happens if you read the instructions, when you get down to years 3 and beyond, if your pack is greater than 9, then 6 of them move away. Okay, but because we're only in the first couple of years, subtract matured pup, no. So total pack for the year, I've got 6. Okay, let's go to year 2. Total pack for the year, 6. Okay, now I had a food shortage, and I need to check what happens when you have a food shortage. If you have a food shortage, follow step 6, I think you don't have any pups, but I can't see where it says that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry. After year 1, add 6 pups at the beginning of each year unless a food shortage occurs in the previous year. So we had a food shortage, so they don't have any babies. So add a litter. No, we're not going to. Okay, right, let's roll the dice. This time I've got a 5 and a 3 again. Okay, so it's 8. Oh no, I've got food shortages again. No babies for them this year. Okay, let's roll the dice again for the second 6 months. I've got a 4 and a 1. 4, not 5 again. So hunter kills 2 wolves again. So hunter kills 2, -2. There they go. They're gone. Pack subtotal 4. We're not going to move away any matured pups because we're still only in year 2. Pack for the year 4. Now because I had food shortages, no babies. Blimey, look what's happening to my population of wolves already. Okay, we're on to year 3. Let's roll the dice. Got a 5 and a 6. I've got an 11. Okay. Oh no, wolf killed in an attack by another wolf pack. Okay, so I'm going to call that pack attack. What happens? One's dead. Okay, second 6 months. 2 and 6 and 8. Oh no! I've got another food shortage. Okay, effect on pack. Well, they're not going to have any babies. Pack subtotal. I'm down to 3 now. Now, because I'm in year 3, if I've got more than 9 or more, 6 of them are going to move away. Okay, because I've only got 3, I don't have to subtract any matured pups. So subtract mature pups, no. Total pack for the year, just 3. I'm left with just 3 wolves. What's going on? Okay, last year's total, 3. I had a food shortage. Again, no babies. What's going on? Right, okay, first 6 months, here we go. I've got a 2 and a 5, a 7. The pack lives well for 6 months. That's good to know. So lives well, effect on pack, nothing. Okay, here we go. I've got a 3 and a 3. Double 3. High pup mortality rate. 3 pups die. Blimey. High pup mortality. Effect on pack -3. Pack subtotal 0. Mine are dead. Okay, so my pack died after just 4 years. Okay, now what you do, you play the game and you keep going for 15 years if you can, unless yours all die like mine have. Okay, you then repeat the game But this time, use this one, game 2, these little scenarios instead. You will also notice that with your worksheets that I attached to the post would have been this about analysing the results. Don't worry about this one. This is something that we're going to do in the third lesson this week. Okay, but I'm going to give you 2 lessons to play this game. I hope all that makes sense. If you haven't followed it, all the instructions are here for you on this worksheet. Anyway, as well as ever, I hope you're all well, and I'll see you soon.